All right, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Hope you all are having an amazing Monday so far. It is day number 8. It is week number 2. It is go time for the challenge. Hopefully, you all had a wonderful week number 1. Hope you guys had wonderful conversations with your food choices. But yeah, feel free as well to share in the comments your food choices and those conversations. But yes, it's definitely been a challenging one these last few days. As when it comes to doing the program again, this these first 5 weeks is definitely a great time to introduce food that you've eliminated and see if you have any reaction to it. But most definitely for myself, um, my wife has already had me starting at I guess week 7 or so. So definitely do not recommend skipping ahead because once again, these first few weeks are foundation in psychology, and once again these first 5 months is easing you into, once we start really introducing restrictions or eliminations in the program. And once again, these eliminations are temporary. It's just definitely there to get you started and hitting getting fast tracking you. Since the first 5 weeks you're not going to probably see significant changes, right? It's more of a psychology change. But most importantly, these first 5 weeks as well is about getting the good stuff in rather than, eliminating stuff and slowly working towards, having significant eliminations in the second half of this challenge. So, but once again, welcome in. This is week number 8, and hope you guys had a wonderful buffer zone. If you guys got started early and easing yourself into today, then awesome stuff. If not, then yeah, just once again, just keep doing what you're doing for week number 2. But for myself, I'm definitely definitely feeling it a lot more because obviously, before starting this challenge, I was eating a lot more carbohydrates and stuff. So yeah, it's I'm trying to slowly ease into it, but obviously my wife is looking at me at the food the choices that are making. So that's the thing. That's why I once again definitely no joke here, right? The reason why we're not eliminating things at this point and not eliminating anything at a drastic in week 1, week 2 is basically just this is the good example of that. Your body's not ready to have this huge shock, right? All of a sudden, you had this amount of food and carbohydrates and fats or proteins, and then all of a sudden you're drastically reducing that by 50 or so percent. So that's why it's harder to stick on a diet and a New Year's resolution if health is part of that. It's not about um, uh, drastically changing things on day one. It's definitely more important for you to simply have a system, follow the system, and at the same time ease your way into what is going to be a lifestyle change for yourself. So yeah, this is a good learning experience for me because yeah, it's just I definitely needed to ease into this, but that's the thing when you're not cooking your own food and whatnot, and it's yeah, you're at the mercy of the ones that is doing it. So can't complain. Once again, we are supposed to be heading into this point in the future, in most likely the second half of this 90-day challenge. But yeah, um, you guys can see it already. I just feel like, as they call, the keto flu, right? So drastically removing a lot of carbohydrates and sugars and all that good stuff this weekend. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why I'm feeling it, and now I'm realizing, yeah, it's uh, it's a drastic change. That's why these first few weeks is more of psychology, and then having control of the food decisions that you're making, and then slowly, once we start doing the eliminations, then and having good stuff putting into us, then it's so much easier to phase out of a lot of foods that we are going to introduce and remove in the program. So, but yeah, hopefully all of you are hanging in there. If you are not, I know that even though I say just remove the scale, right, and tuck away the measurements for a later day. I know that there's some of you that will be looking at and saying what these 7 days have given you, right? So once again, just stay true, trust the program. It's created in a way that it's not overwhelming, it's not a shock to your system, and at the same time, we're only doing a few things so that uh, we're reducing the chances for you to fail. And that's an important thing that we want you to stick to it and realize it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. Once again, the plan is true to his word that you can eat anything you want, and most important is when you want, and become still be healthy, because it's just having these foods once in a while, not every single day. Having that ability to just turn off these food addictions, and just stay healthy, live a life rather than living a life with food in control, right? So yeah, once again, this week elimination is we're not eliminating anything for this week as well. Continue have that inner dialogue with your food devil and your food angel. And for now, same time this week, we're siding with the food devil, because we also want to build up that side where you also become just sick of food, right? So when you're not feeling like finishing the food, finish it. This is part of the progress, part of uh, that food dialogue, and part of just changing the your past dialogues, right, and giving yourself an out. We just definitely want you to just like really have that conversation. Is this truly worth it? Is this truly who I want to be? And and once again, it's building that psychology, that foundation, being aware at all aspects of the food journey, right? So no eliminations once again for week number 2. And for additions for this week, once again, we are adding more fruits. Try to focus on quality, uh, organic if possible, non-GMO, ethically raised as best as you can. But if not, it's once again, it's important to get uh, as much fruits in. So quality, quantity, and most importantly, variety. Right? You can be very healthy uh, and do like eat healthy food, but you remove one part of your diet from the equation, you'll still get sick because you're missing a nutrient that's essential for your diet, your lifestyle. So you can eat clean as much as possible, but once again, it's not about getting healthy medicinal food in. It's just realizing the lack of the food nutrients you're getting is the reason why you're getting the symptoms. So having variety and covering all bases of nutrients that you need is highly important, right? So we'll be addressed this week. We'll be addressing the nutritional hunger that the food industry has been doing to a lot of our food, so that we continue to become repeat customers for them, right? And once again, when it comes to fruit, remember that they are a delivery mechanism for seeds. They are not meant to stay in your stomach for a long period of time. So they were definitely designed to pass through your system as quickly as possible, so that the seeds inside them are able to be transported away from the parent plant. So once again, just have your fruits first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, so that they won't be able to ferment inside your stomach and produce gases for that bloating feeling, right? So once again, two or three fruits, not a lot. Just once again, eat as normal, and just try to add a couple of fruits if you can, right? And the second thing that we are introducing is adding more vegetables. So the same rules apply: quality, quantity, and variety. Once again, you can take all these ones and make a smoothie. Do not juice them, as it removes, the fiber, the pulp, which is also nutritious for you. Just feel once again, just smooth them. If once again, if time is a restraint for you, right? That you're like I said, we're all busy. We got to get to our next destination. We gotta do our things for our family. So definitely, you know uh, it's an option for you to speed things up, and then also at the same time you can freeze them. They're called which we call sam cubes. You can freeze them and just thaw them out and put them in a blender if you really are stressed for time and you don't want to keep prepping the fruits and vegetables. But once again, if you are having a smoothie with fruits in it, right, then most importantly, just do that first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, right? Or just have the fruits and then have the smoothie, right after that, 20 to 40 minutes after. All right, and then once again, continuing on from week number two, still have up to 6 to 8 classes. Is not a requirement at this stage. By the week 13, we hope you hope that you're up to 6 to 8 classes. That is definitely looking after the thirst hunger, right? So we've been taking care of that on week one, and we're carrying over that into week number two. And as always, continue to have your breathing exercise. Definitely gave you the 555 as an example, right? And then you can also have the double breath with a slow exhale out. That's another option. Definitely just to keep yourself from a stressful state and holding on to the calories when you're in that state, right? So we need to, give you a chance to, reduce the stress. Once again, stress is not healthy. It does, it just definitely just mutates our cells, and through that, it leads to a lot of a set of different problems for our bodies. So definitely having that ability to, having those breathing exercise, and then meditation, that's something that we can introduce in the near future as well. Definitely not part of the original program, but with the program that we're putting together, that is we'll be adding meditation, and definitely we'll be adding like the one that I'm doing as well, the 6 phase meditation, to another, if you have 10 to 15 minutes, definitely one that you can introduce when you wake up and before you head to bed, just to help you plan your day, and at the same time, you know de declutter at the end of the day, because definitely want to clear things out before you head to bed and have a well rested sleep. Right, so that is pretty much all the requirements for this coming week. Definitely stay tuned with any questions. I'll try to answer them on the next stream. I'll be doing a walking stream tomorrow morning, or almost tomorrow afternoon. Feel free to join me on my walk stream. I'll be doing the Japanese interval walking, so 3 minutes, nice brisk walk to elevate the heart rate, and then followed by a nice, relaxing recovery walk, just to bring it back down. And we're alternating for that for at least 30 minutes, going back and forth. So about uh, yeah, we'll be doing that for for a minimum of 30 minutes. All right, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Once again, I wish I was in a better state, as the sudden removal of a lot of cars. And once again, this is not part of the program at this stage. This early stage is just, what, it's definitely, once again, your loved ones want to take good care of you. So I gotta listen to happy wife, happy life, happy spouse, happy house, right? So thank you so much for joining me tonight, and yes, hope to catch your wins and highlights tomorrow. Take good care, and once again, raise your environment, raise yourself, and so that you can raise your own community as well. Take good care and have a wonderful rest of your evening.